What's up, Street Beefs? Scrapyard, Fire Chicken here. It is Sunday, and we just had our first event. We just had our second event yesterday. Um, I think we had a total of 14 fights. Everything went great. Couldn't be happier with the fighters and how all that went. Right now I'm sending all the files to Esteban to get onto the Street Beefs YouTube channel so you guys can watch your fights and the fans can watch the fighters fight. So there's some good stuff on there. I actually fought yesterday too. Demigod fought. We had Gumby return and do a couple matches. My buddy Moses stepped in there. He did a match, and then he did a match against a guy that we were supposed to have go against Black Shogun, but Black Shogun didn't show up. So my buddy Moses said he'd step in. That was a really good match. Everything was great. We had a guy come in from, like I said, Demigod, but he came in from Texas. And then Ugly Boy, I believe he came in from Las Vegas. And some other people did some traveling too. So I hope you guys enjoy the fights. Esteban should start putting a couple of them out tomorrow. I'm still doing some work on editing as far as like making it easier for him to get. A couple things I need to talk about though. For the most part, everybody was super cool, respectful, all that. But one thing that I haven't covered yet, I posted something in our scrapyard group about it, but no filming. I mean, I got the rules on a tree sign. When you come in, you sign a guest sign-in sheet, and it's basic stuff. We don't allow filming. I mean, I can't make it any simpler than that. So there were some people at the fights that there were a couple people that maybe didn't read the sign or something, and I asked them to put their phones away, and they were totally cool with it. So if that's you, this doesn't apply to you. I mean, that kind of stuff happens. But there were some people there that I had to walk up to multiple times and say, hey, no filming. And when I was telling the guy to stop filming, the guy next to him, who had already told to stop filming like 10 minutes ago, he didn't even stop recording. I had to like look over, and I seen he's recording. I was like, dude, shut your phone off. No recording. And those guys just got up and left. I asked them earlier if they were fighters or what was going on, and apparently somebody gave them my address. So that's a big no-no. If you're a fighter and you want your buddies to see your fight, they're going to see it on YouTube. I don't want you giving out the fight's address to people, because it's not a spectator event. It's for YouTube, and it's for the fighters, and that's what everything's there for. If you contact me ahead of time as a fighter and say, hey, I got a corner. Well, okay, so corner guys, they're always welcome. But if you contact me and say, hey, my mom and dad want to come, as long as you're upfront with me about how many people you're going to bring out, because we were starting to get backed up with parking a little bit, and I don't want there to be more spectators there than people actually working the event. So again, don't ever give my address out to people without my consent. I'm gonna start turning people away if they're not there for fighters, corner or whatever, and they didn't contact me ahead of time. So that's a big no-no. Other than that, those are my only two gripes. Other than that, I can't say enough how much I appreciate how smooth the event went, how people jumped up to help out, how people they were just willing. They're like, hey man, there's anything I can do to help you out. No, fight team, I haven't got to see the interviews yet. I'm still just like booked with trying to get the files to Esteban. I should have those up about the time that the fights are dropping though. I wanted to actually put the interviews out like after people have gotten a chance to view the fight, so they have a face to go with the interview. You know what I mean? So, and then I do want to get on your podcast and possibly have some of the fighters that did fight get on a podcast with you, if that's okay. Yeah, so like I said, about 14 fights, everything went great. We don't know when we're going to do the next one. I'm going to have to figure something out, because if you know anything about Washington, yeah. Oh, did you? That's cool. Fight team got some good footage. Nice. If you know anything about Washington State, we are more north, so we do hit dark hours a little bit faster than like California or even Virginia. So I'm going to have to figure some lighting out. And then also I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about all-weather shelter. So we're going to run some kind of a cover over the arena, and we're going to take care of it. Don't worry. We're going to keep bringing you guys fights, because I just love doing this. Another thing is we talked to some of the guys over in Virginia. We want to do a cage. So I have my sponsor. He was interested in helping me with build the cage. So I want to do that to try to keep fighters contained. We didn't have like a major problem with it, because we make our ropes a little bit easier to manipulate, to get around people, so that we didn't have to stop it too many times for the ropes. But it's still like, if we had a cage, fighters could just go full bore into the cage, and you wouldn't really have to worry about anything tipping over or getting tangled up. Also, if we go with the cage, we're probably going to go like 20 foot around, or 20 foot from side to side. That'll give our camera guy and a ref more area to work. I feel like we're at 14.5 feet right now. I feel like they're pretty good there. The ref's not getting in the way. The camera guy's not getting in the way. So yeah, we'll go a little bit bigger on that. What else? Thanks to our sponsor, Monica Batchelor, who was the Beamer representative. Appreciate you coming and setting up, and I hope the people that were there got a chance to check out Beamer and take it for a test drive, and hopefully that gets the word out to some people, and maybe they visit the website. See anything else. As I said before, Demigod fought. I fought. Moses, Gumby, Gash, Waring, Ugly Boy, the Preacher, the Brick. There were a bunch of people. So 14 fights. Really happy with the event. Couple people backed out. I expected that, so I'm not hating on anybody or anything like that. Stuff happens. That's why we don't do our matchmaking officially until the day of the event, so that your opponent doesn't end up backing out on you. The Paper Boy was supposed to fight Black Shogun, and Paper Boy's got some experience, so we wanted to give him somebody experienced. And we eventually got him hooked up with somebody, so he did get to fight, because I don't like it when people show up and don't get a chance to fight when they traveled out here to do that. Thanks to our photographer, you guys are going to see some nice still shots that he did for the and I'm going to post that in the Scrapyard group of you guys fighting. So he was taking photos the entire time, and those are going to turn out really well. Also, we just hit 500 subscribers. Really excited about that. As we get more subscribers, the numbers are just going to increase more rapidly. So I said, when we hit 500 subscribers and 2,000 Facebook Street Beef Scrapyard members, I was going to do a giveaway. And I need to start looking and purchasing stuff for the giveaway now, because it's going to be soon. So if you're in the Street Beef Scrapyard group, I hope you are. Look us up if you're not, and go in there and just hit invite and add everybody you know. If they don't want to be part of the group, they won't accept the invite. But we'll get those numbers up, and the word will get out there, and this thing is just it's gonna be great. It already is great, but it's gonna be better. So when we hit we're almost at 1,900 Facebook numbers, and that'll only give us another 100 to go, and we'll hit our goal. I'll put up another goal once we hit that, maybe like 700 subscribers on YouTube. and like 2,200 on Facebook. And then I'll do another giveaway. And basically all it's going to be is you guys are going to comment, like, and subscribe on a video. And I'm going to go through and like read comments or something. And what I'll do is I'll just put like a random number generator. I'll go to one on Google and I'll hit a random number and it'll say 45 or whatever. And I'll go through and I'll read all the comments. It's like, oh, hey, number 45. And I'm going to make sure, you know, it's fair. If somebody's got a better way of doing it, I'm all ears. But I do want to give stuff away to people for being loyal and helping out and just being a part of our group. Shout out to I don't even know if you guys are going to see this, but Scarface, Sunshine, Esteban, everybody that's working directly with me to make this whole thing work. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my boxing coach. Shout out to Twin Dragons. I don't know what I would do without you guys, and appreciate you guys sending a team down to fight, to ref, to wrap hands. I mean, you guys are just amazing. Even more so when they get their whole thing going again. They're going to be doing sanctioned fights, kind of similar to what we do, but indoors in a ring. And I would like it if people were interested in doing kickboxing or grappling matches to come on out to Twin Dragons when they do that stuff, and you guys can jump in the ring. They'll match you guys up fair, just like we do at Street Beef Scrapyard. But they're going to be Twin Dragon events, and you guys can get on that. Lots of fun. I've done a few of them. I used to fight for Twin Dragons. I did 4 MMA matches for them. I did 2 grappling matches. And I've cornered a ton of people. Your boy from Louisiana, what was his fight name? That way I could tell you. It's really chaotic when I'm trying to like remember names of fighters, their weights, experience levels, and trying to match them up against people. Like I didn't even do the matchmaking. I overlooked it to make sure things weren't Jonah. I don't know if we had a Jonah fight, did we? See if I knew his fight name. Carpenter, Juan Hernandez, Marcus Maxwell, some blonde guy. Let me see if that was maybe the Preacher. Brick versus the Preacher. No, man. Not really sure if he fought. Oh, dude. He was cool as shit. Thanks, Juan. I don't see him on the list. I got his fight video though. Yeah, so I mean I totally forgot about that fight. See, I'm still going through all the fights and uploading them, so I just haven't got to that point where I've uploaded that fight. I'm trying to remember what his fight name was though. Hazard. Yeah, I'll find him. Don't worry. So your buddy, he he was cool, man. He did great. Do you want me to spoil it for you? I did. Well, I think he lost a close decision. I think his opponent might have edged him out at the end, and but he did really good. Yeah. He's always everybody that fought there is welcome back. I'll say that because everybody was cool as shit, and can't stress that enough. When we have an environment where everyone's positive, and I know that sometimes I got to address this too. I know sometimes people slip up when they get in the heat of the moment and they throw an extra punch after the ref breaks them up. It happens. When you're in the heat of battle, it just happens. That's all I can say. And nobody's doing that stuff like super intentionally. So don't take it too bad. We've all been punched before. So yeah. Sorry to anybody that got an extra punch in there. It does happen. So you watch even high level stuff, it happens. That was his first legit boxing match. Yeah, I hope he comes back, man. Really enjoyed that fight. So I got to cut this one kind of short today. It's Sunday. I'm sending some file. I got 3 or 4 files transferring right now. So I got I don't even know which ones they are right now, but that was lots of fun. Oh, Buddy V, thanks for coming out, bro. Really enjoyed having you. But I got like 4 files transferring to Esteban right now. I can't guarantee, any of yours are the ones being transferred. So I just kind of went through and whatever ones I had together, I put info in there. So I asked for everybody's Instagram and stuff, but I was talking to Esteban, and kind of what we're gonna do with the Instagram stuff is if you've had some fights for Street Beefs or Street Beef Scrapyard, you almost have to earn to have your Instagram posted. So it'll be after a couple fights or a few fights or whatever. I don't know what the number will be, but then you can start to get that exposure. Um, Also, Fight Team wants to do interviews and podcasts with people, so maybe he can reach out to some of the people in the Street Beef Scrapyard group if they want to set up a webcam podcast. So I'm looking forward to doing another one. I might not be the most comfortable in front of the camera when we're doing the announcing with the Street Beef stuff, but I feel like I'm getting better with this webcam stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy what we're putting out. Thanks to everybody that made the event happen. And I'll see you guys next time. We'll start planning the next event. We'll start figuring out weather. And one other thing, last thing, I promise. We don't have a bathroom, so people were pretty cool about it. They went out in the woods and used the bathroom. But some people decided to use the open bathroom in front of my neighbor's house, which was a field facing my neighbor's house. And that stuff's not really cool. Come on, guys. There's miles of woods across the street from where you were going to the bathroom. Just be respectful to my neighbors. That's all I ask. And just follow the rules we put out. They're there for a reason. But that was the last thing. So, questions, comments, leave them down below. I can answer them on the Facebook channel, the Facebook page. And also, if you aren't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, because this is where you're going to get the interviews. You're going to get I got a video that I just uploaded of me and Demigod doing some sparring afterwards. So that stuff you're only going to see on our channel, and the updates for this stuff, and you guys being interactive with me as far as like what you want to see from our group, because we have just about free reign to do anything we want as long as it's got Scarface's blessing. Mitch, what's up? Thank you, brother, for everything you did yesterday. I didn't mean to come at you like you made a mistake, because I was just freaking out that my camera was okay. I didn't know this, and I feel really bad for yelling at Derek about it, but our ref. But when you videotape a video with GoPro, it has a 4 gigabyte limit on file size. That doesn't mean that it stops recording. It means it makes another file. So I pull all these files up on my computer, and some of them are like starting in the middle of the match. It's like, what the hell? What happened? Did my GoPro get too hot? Did the button not get pushed? Did it was voice control on and somebody said GoPro stop or something? I'm thinking like all these people, my sponsors, fighters that aren't gonna get a chance to see their video. It was just driving me nuts. And then so I just kind of take a deep breath and I pull up my GoPro and I go into it and I start looking through the videos, and it's like all the fights are here from beginning to end, all of them. It's like, well, I got to go online and start asking questions. And so I went on a GoPro Hero 8 Facebook page and I started asking people, like, oh yeah, they just do that. It's like they couldn't really give me a real reason why. So it's just something that's going to happen. The videos, Esteban will take them and he'll just splice them together. So no big deal. Everything went great. Thanks again, Mitch. You did a great job filming. My bad for that. Derek, thanks for reffing. Paul, thanks for rapping. Thanks for cornering. Loggernaut, thanks for stepping up and fighting. So Chase, thank you for fighting. That was a tough match. Chase the Dragon fought for, this is the second event that he's fought on. He fought a real tough guy named the Destroyer. Not the Destroyer from the first event, which I got to figure out what I'm going to do about names, because I actually thought when I signed the guy up that I didn't look at the name, the real name, and I thought it was the same guy. So maybe one of them's going to have to be the Destroyer too. So we'll figure that out. But yep, again, invite all your friends to the Facebook page so we can get 2K members. Then I can give stuff away to you guys. I want to give stuff away to you guys. I want you guys to tell your friends. I want this to get big. I want fighters to show up from everywhere. Yeah, just loving it. So again, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you got. And I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. Peace.